game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert to about the 35, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, it's only Week 1, CD, but right now, this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second and a yard, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right. Ready?
Tua now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. It's not often you see trades within a division, but that's just what happened with Devontae Parker. Spent 7 years in a Dolphins uniform, but was traded to these Patriots back in April. And he makes the catch there against his former mates. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, this is Harris. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jones steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away. Folk's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. They go play action here on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And this one complete to Smith. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the round is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jones throwing on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Jones off the play fake. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strike. Strike. Blue is striking. Hut, hut.
Here's Tua. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. And these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
But he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 87 yards. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Starts the drive on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jones now on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Keon Crossen.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Rolling to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brandon Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They fake the handoff, now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams